Level 25. The Quarter Hub. Level 25 is the 26th level of the Backrooms, resembling a dusty, long-abandoned video game arcade. Containing... Nah, I think I'll restart. Here's level 25. It's where I currently am, and it's the location I'm going to be describing to you all, one way or another. As much as I may dislike those template pages and articles given to me by the MEG, I'm still going to keep my thoughts and observations still and proper, like a true writer. I mean, I am absolutely not a good writer. I think all my failed high school and college assignments on English really drive that point home. I still feel like trying, though, just in case anyone finds these notes. Actually, no, I don't like how cryptid or stupid that sounds. I should really preface this by saying that I am not stuck here, quite the opposite actually. In fact, I'd say this level is the easiest to ever leave. I'm not somewhere like level 256 or level 790. I'm not dead or stuck here. Let me properly gather my thoughts again. So, level 25 is a large video game arcade room. I named it level 25 for a very special reason, but that reason is something I'll have to get back to. For now, I feel I should take some notes and pictures on the general architecture of this level. So, without further hesitancy, level 25. Level 25, at least on the surface, is just an arcade. A pretty busted one at that, too. However, I feel this level holds a pretty big secret, too. Or at least a bigger picture than just some random arcade level. This place is somewhere I like to call the Quarter Hub. The layout of level 25 is surprisingly small, actually. From my few weeks of walking, I've hit the end of the Quarter Hub before, albeit only once. I'd say this level is about 8 to 10 miles long because of that. This whole level is coated in dust and signs of mellowing. From the aforementioned dust, to fading paint on the arcades and all colors wall paint, all the way to the occasional finding of mold, all the electrical outlets and dripping water from pipes up above the polystyrene ceiling. The rooms themselves are all sorts of shapes and sizes, and usually all contain arcade cabinets. Even the hallways that intersperse the large playrooms, as I'll dub them, can have one or two arcade machines placed within them. Level 25's arcade cabinets are mostly wrecked, with this damage being intentional. I can spot burn marks, smashes from baseball bats or other blunt weapons, even bullet holes on a few. I think it's the first time I've ever seen a bullet holes in years, in fact. Unfortunately, when it comes to the layout and shape of level 25, that's basically all I can log. Without looking deeper, this level is extremely void of depth and detail. I'm not exactly a big traveler, but most levels I've been to have had a lot more than just destroyed arcades. Which is why this level is much more than just that. There's something deeper to this level, something which I can only go into describing via explaining and detailing more about what these arcade machines are, and what they can all do, at least for the working ones. Out of all of the arcade machines I've found, I want to say I've only discovered about 20 working ones. At first, when I initially got here, I tried about 15 of the machines. However, the ones that work are honestly rather incredible. Here are some of the places I can go to within level 25. Maybe now you see why I named this level the Quarter Hub. These machines are a hub to... well, in their prime, I'm sure that these arcades could have led to all kinds of Backrooms levels. Maybe some we don't even know about yet. The reason for the name Quarter? Well, there is a slight fee for these machines, as there is with any arcade. These cabinets allow both your average American quarter and a second larger opening underneath that for what I'm assuming is another type of currency. Activating the actual machines themselves is rather easy. After inserting your coin, all one has to do is try to play the game, which will take you to the level the cabinet is tethered to. For each time I've done this, there has been an arcade behind me. Though each arcade I've seen has clearly been damaged and exposed to the elements, they always still work decently. This level connects to many others. It acts as a hub of sorts. For what or why? I don't know, I didn't make these. But I feel that someone most likely did. Who had the power to make these? I'm not sure. But I know why. Or at least I feel I do. There was some big group or organization here once, and I bet they used this level as their method traveling to their various bases on these levels. I'm really not the person to be trying to describe these. I'm not an investigator, and I definitely don't have the full piece of the puzzle. I'm leaving these notes right by where I arrived in level 25. I'm well aware that if you find any arcade cabinets in other levels, then you can get to level 25. However, this level, as I've already described, is not one of particular size. I think you'll be able to find my notes rather easily. For how I got here, I found an odd door inside of level 4. It resembled a janitor's closet in a way. Simply just heading through that door will take you to level 25, where you'll find these very notes. In terms of exits, I found arcades to level 19, level 50, level 165, level 5, and a server level I'm not all too familiar with. So, what do I think this place is? Well, I think it's an old commercial hub. I think some random group from who knows how long ago were able to make the arcades, or the whole of level 25 for all I know, and possibly made a profit off this easy transport. Probably by the various residents of however many bases they used to have. I don't know where they could be. Maybe they're long dead, or hiding in one of these here arcades on a level we don't know. I certainly don't know. So, maybe some other people can figure this out where I can't. MEG Official Archive Image Collection. File Collection Name, Level 25 First Contact. Date submitted, 24th of August, 2017. Submitted by Melody J. Parker. File used in PA Listing, Retired PA 43. Survival Difficulty, Class 0. Safe. Secure. Devoid of entities. Level 25 resembles a long-abandoned, faintly ransacked, and looted video game arcade building. It was initially discovered on the 12th of July, 2017. Footnote: using day, month, year. Description: Level 25 is mostly comprised of large, echoey rooms that are often filled with arcade machines. These rooms are coated with a constant yet thin layer of dust on the floor, as well as the various ledges or shelves that can oftentimes be found nailed into the tall, often maroon painted walls. Interspersed within the gaming rooms of level 25, wanderers will often locate smaller, less inviting hallways. These back-scene areas will often be empty, though have been known to infrequently contain boxes or old, long unsteamed, and freezing boilers. The latter of which often contains the usual, expected backroom supplies such as almond water or general snack-based foods. While the entirety of level 25 is yet to be fully explored, similar to almost all documented levels, level 25's rough length and width have been estimated to be some 8.5 miles from north to south, and about 9.2 miles wide from east to west. Footnote: while standard compasses are usually prone to failure in most levels, the MEG has used the levels where compasses are operational to determine the rough aforementioned directions of each measurement. Arcade cabinets. Level 25 is mainly occupied and decorated by video game arcade machines, resembling those of the early to mid-1980s. An extremely large majority of them have been ransacked, scavenged, and otherwise bent or broken in a variety of ways and methods. Oftentimes, entire rooms of this location are littered with these deactivated or battered down video game cabinets. The machines that do work, which is about 1 in every 1,500 machines, are retrofitted with the capacity to take their current user to a predetermined level of the backrooms. Simply by inserting a quarter into these cabinets and interacting with them, an item that can be found rather commonly within the boxes and corners of level 25, the user will be teleported into another level of the backrooms. This trip is not a one-sided connection too, as another arcade machine will always be discoverable either behind the wanderer or within around 100 feet of their current position. However, since these cabinets have simply been left out in the elements for a presumed large span of time, the functionality of them can often be patchy and irregular, with the cabinet tethered to level 10 having gone entirely non-functional to water damage. The arcade machines on the levels they are tethered to not correlate aesthetic or namesakes. However, the MEG and other independent persons have been known to leave hints to the environment on the other side, or a simple level number anywhere on the devices. Bases, outposts, and communities. There are no known bases, communities, or outposts on this level. Entrances and exits. Level 25's entrances and exits are virtually identical, as the arcade machines to enter or leave level 25 can be found both in this level and the other tethered levels. The unique entrance to level 25 is in level 4, whereby a single door resembling that of a janitor's closet can occasionally be spotted in isolated, small rooms of the aforementioned office level. Enter via the escape route in level 12, saying, "I'm so bored," in a dull voice in level 113 can also be used to enter this level. For exits, however, working arcade machines have been known to transport to the following levels: Level 0, Level 5, Level 9, Level 10, Level 11, Level 19, Level 24, Level 29, Level 37, Level 50, Level 90, Level 108, Level -120, Level 141, Level 150, Level 165, Level 188, Level 201, Level 790, Level 888. You can exit through a broken window to get to Level 40.